Welcome back, Costco crew, to yet another one. This video is going to be just a little different as I'm going to answer the question as to whether or not you can save money on things from Costco by ordering from Uber Eats versus going into Costco directly. And for those of you who want the answer right up front, if you get this type of offer, 40% off of groceries from Uber Eats or Instacart, as it turns out, and you purchase a gift card at a discount, and of course at Costco we know you can get that Uber Eats gift card $100 in value for $79.99. If you can combine those two, the answer is yes, you can save. So for those of you who want the greater detail, stay tuned as I break it down item by item and give you a real life example. So here you can see, for example, the prices are higher. The rotisserie chicken, for example, $6.09 through Uber Eats. That's the way that they make this a profitable venture for them. They upcharge on each of the items. So we know that the chicken at Costco is $4.99 if you were to purchase that in the store. This lemon blueberry loaf on the Uber Eats site is $10.89, and of course if you go into the store it's $8.99, a markup. $7.09 for the cinnamon toast crunch if you're getting it from the Uber Eats site, and you can also order an iPad through Uber Eats, it looks like. $5.39 for that same box of cinnamon toast crunch if you go into the store. The Bounty paper towels, the markup gets a little bit worse here, $25.39 on the Uber Eats site versus $19.99. That's about a 25% markup. So you can see these markups vary from 10, 15, 25, 30% in some cases. The Downy, $13.99. It's about a 30% markup on this from in the store. In the store, it's $10.99. Now, when they have this discount, the discount does apply both online at Uber Eats and, of course, in the store. The M&Ms here, $25.89. Again, about a 25% markup because those in the store, $19.99. Continuing with some of the other comparisons between in the store versus the Uber Eats website, these batteries from Duracell, $22.49 for a pack of 40 batteries, $17.99 for that same 40 pack of AA batteries if you go into the store. And note here in my store there's a low stock on that. The Biscoff cookies, which I used to only be able to get on airplanes, now of course you can get that in the store, $7.69 on the Uber Eats website through Costco, or $5.99 if you go into the Costco. And that particular item, by the way, is also available at the business center, I found out. The Lysol, this is the toilet bowl cleaner, $10.49 for 4 32-ounce bottles on the Uber Eats site, $7.99 on the in-store price, and plenty of those in stock in store. Also, just wanted to show you what that would cost online for Costco, $18.49. Just very interesting that Costco's online price is more than Uber Eats, which is another online entity, their online price. But of course in the store is cheaper. But we want to just see, and I want to walk you through a very specific example as to how this could work. And I'm a numbers guy, so you're going to have to bear with me because I want to run through all of these numbers so that you can see how I reached the conclusion that this is cheaper, particularly if you have this discount offer through your Uber Eats site. And the same with Instacart, by the way. So you can see Costco is one of the grocery stores that this offer applies to. These are all the grocery stores where you can use the offer. And let's say we're going to do the battery purchases, $22.49 for the 40 pack of AA batteries. Let's go ahead and do some math here. We're going to get 4 packages of those batteries. And the reason we want to get 4 is so that we meet the minimum threshold of $80 so that we can get the $40 off. Because again, it's 50% off your order up to $40. So to the extent you can get as close to $80 as possible, and it's the better advantage for you in terms of the savings having the most impact. So again, that total is $89.96 for the 4 packs. We're going to subtract the $40 as that 50% off discount up to $40. Takes us down to $49.96. Then, of course, we have to add some delivery fees and some service fees and some fees on fees that Uber Eats tends to add. And I'm going to put a liberal amount here. It won't be as high as $10, but I just wanted to round this number off so we're dealing with whole numbers. Let's say that those fees add up to a total of $10.04. Now you can see we're at $60. But of course, you want to add a tip, and we're going to do a $5 tip. So essentially, your total out the door price for getting those batteries from Uber Eats will be $65. Now, of course, those numbers can vary, and I would suggest you probably, since the service fees won't be as high as $10, you give the tip, make the tip a little higher perhaps, so that you get the item delivered on time. I understand sometimes those Uber Eats drivers look at that tip first and decide whether or not they're going to even accept the delivery. But of course, I want to compare that to the in-store price. So the in-store price was $17.99, getting the 4 packs. That's $71.96 if you get the item in store. Now, of course, that doesn't include the local sales tax you would have on that item, whereas the Uber Eats does. But if we're just looking at that, just the price of the batteries in the store versus the price on Uber, you can see the price on Uber is cheaper than it would be in the store on this particular purchase. So you can do it. Now, for me, of course, I want to show you an example where I did this. I had Uber Eats gift cards that I purchased. So I'm already saving that 20% by getting that for $79. And then this is an order that I actually made. Unfortunately, one of the items wasn't available. You can see the Sheila G's Thin and Crispy Brownie Brittle, which I love, by the way, was sold out by the time my Uber Eats driver got to the Costco. So my numbers didn't quite get to $40 of savings because of that. Because, of course, I pretty much tried to get that thing right close to $80 and didn't anticipate that one of the items might not be in the store. But still a significant savings. You can see there it's about $37 of total savings. They had to make an adjustment because of the item that I ordered not being in the store. And you also see that John, my driver, got a tip of $10, which is high on that small order. We're talking about 20%, but that is kind of my tipping style. I tend to tip pretty generously, especially for service industry specific. The tipping thing has gotten out of control a little bit, but as long as somebody's performing a service for me, I tend to start at a 20% tip. So I mentioned earlier that Instacart delivers certainly from Costco, and you can get an Instacart gift card as well for $80. And even if you're not a Costco member, you can get Uber Eats and Instacart gift cards from your grocery store. This is where Albertsons was having a deal for 5x fuel points on the Uber Eats gift card. So that's another way to get the Uber Eats gift card at a discount before going to the Uber Eats and using, applying their discount to the grocery store purchase. And in addition to that, I got a note from within my app that says if I link my Costco membership card, I can save an additional 15%. This is something that I haven't done. My daughter uses Instacart to order from Costco, and she has done that. So I guess it's safe. I'm a little old school, so I am probably a little leery about adding my number to that. However, please, don't go by me. That could be a way to stack an additional 15% of savings by linking your card. Not to mention, you would also then get the 2% rebate at the end of the year. Yes, you can absolutely see that there is a way to save money by ordering online by following a few precursor steps, if you will. Now, I also just happened to receive in my email from Southwest Airlines, they're doing 40% off on fares. And of course, you know, it's at Costco, you can get Southwest Airlines gift cards for $4.49, or sometimes they offer them for even $4.29 if you're doing e-delivery, of course. And I would strongly recommend that if you fly Southwest Airlines, that you also use these gift cards to purchase any flights on Southwest Airlines. And to the extent you can catch them on sale, absolutely do that. And I have done that on several occasions. If you like to have a deep dive video on how I leverage those Southwest Airlines gift cards or other gift cards from Costco, please let me know and I can do a separate video and deep dive into those areas. Well, folks, that's it for today. I want to thank you for watching. I know you have a lot of options out there when it comes to YouTube videos, and I thank you for selecting this one. And if you stayed this long, please consider pushing that subscribe button and the like button, as it does a lot to help the algorithm get this information out there to folks who need it. So thank you again. Until next time, I'm out.